We here.
You already know what it is. From Bell out of 7 Mile, from Gratiot to Yo Town. It's WJZZ.
Cool TV.
I'm your host, Alexander Morris.
I'm Bianca Loren. Hey, guys.
And welcome to the Music Lounge.
To the Music
You already
Lounge.
know what it is. Yo, how you doing, babe?
I'm good.
How was your week?
Adjusting, getting everything in order. It's good.
It's good?
Yeah. Busy, but it's working
Y'all
out.
already know Bianca's getting ready to go to D.C.
I am
Taking over a major position.
major.
I told her, pack your stuff and get out.
Just leave.
And just leave. You know, just
Just
get on.
leave. Walk away.
We no, but there's no bittersweet in that. That's a sweet situation.
Yes, it is.
Because my thing is, if it's increasing you
Do it.
and all the things that you want to do, and God opens up that door,
Yes. And that's
Walk
literally
in it.
what he did. Literally.
Walk in it.
He knocked on my door, said, "This is yours." Okay, thank
Yep.
you.
walk on in it. Because at the end of the day, the blessing is not gonna cash itself.
Yeah, you have to get it and do it.
That's it.
That's right.
And I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to do. We're gonna miss you,
Thank you.
but that's what
That's life.
internet is for.
Oh, exactly.
Digital and all that good stuff.
Podcast from a distance.
Ah, yeah. Hey. First of all, we got to give props to the captain of the ship here at WJZZ,
Yes.
Mr. Roger.
Roger Penzabene.
See, I can say his name now.
Oh yeah, you know it now.
Because
you had to study.
What? I was tearing Roger's name in half.
Yeah. Broken pieces.
Broken pieces. Ooh,
Poor Roger.
Man, let me tell you something. It was the alabaster box up in here.
Yeah. Pouring out and crying.
Yeah, I
He
was
didn't know what
tearing
to
this
do.
man's name to shreds. Does that come with Ginsu?
Right. He needed a lesson. Yeah, a straight lesson. Yes.
So I just said Roger, and she would always come in, Penzabene.
Penzabene. It's Italian. You gotta say Penzabene. Bene.
Yeah, I'm from McNichols.
There's no Italian here, honey. Italy is not here.
Italy
We
is-
are in the USA.
Closer to Italy we got was Olive Garden.
Oh, God.
Buca de Beppo.
Couldn't pronounce that one.
See? Another one.
No, we had Olive Garden
Oh, my. Oh, the
and
lessons.
Chi-Chi's.
The lessons we learned
That's Mexican.
through
I
restaurants.
know, but they
That's
went
the only
together.
culture.
Wherever there was a Chi-Chi's, there was an Olive Garden.
Yeah, right. It really was. What is it? Out of
Like,
Livonia?
wherever there's a Denny's, there's a Big Boy.
Right. That's crazy. You right. I never thought about that.
Yeah, they normally,
Yeah,
wherever there's a McDonald's, I
There's
promise you,
always a
throw a
Burger
brick
King
and you're going to hit a
or
Burger King.
Wendy's. Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's the competition. That's marketing for you. Indeed. Yeah. So Chi-Chi's and Olive Garden together.
If there's a Bethlehem temple on this corner, there's a Christ temple down the street.
It goes hand in hand. No matter
Oh,
the
Lord,
category.
Jesus.
Restaurants, religion, churches, schools. Name your pick. Competition is there.
What are you?
Welcome to society.
And welcome to the Music Lounge. Listen, yo,
We gonna
family,
play around
Detroit,
again
all
today.
that wonderful, wonderful. Yo, we got one of the hottest singingest,
Isn't she wonderful?
bar none,
Wonderful.
baddest singingest women that I know.
Powerful. And
Her-
I know her since elementary.
We
in
didn't
middle
ask
school.
you all that. So you ain't gonna make me feel like I don't know her.
Oh, see,
No.
see, wait, I have to give honor where honor is due. This is my girl. I
This is
love her.
royalty.
I haven't seen her in years. Ran into her in the studio with you, and here she appears.
Yes,
The diva.
yes.
Her red bottom hat.
But
Come
wait,
on,
what I was
represent.
gonna say, this is royalty. If you don't know, look at the hat.
See, exactly. There you go. Hold on. Lean in.
Lean in,
baby.
yeah, lean in.
See,
Yeah, and
see, right here, we're gonna lean in. Yeah, so yeah.
And-
That's what you do.
You
Got
talking
it.
about from day one, just like when we met.
Yes.
I was blessed to meet her through Turhan and Marcus and all them. I was just starting to come here from LA,
Yeah.
and we were working on something. I said I need a female singer,
Yeah. A singer.
and they knew what I meant. And so Marcus Hunter hollers from the back, "Get Tima!" I'm
There
who?
she is. Who?
Get Tima! So then they call, and then she walks in the door. God bless you. God bless you. How are you?
Right.
Then that went in that booth.
Yeah, exactly.
And I told Turhan when she come out, I'm going to slap her with a shoe. What you won't do is
Right.
leave me speechless.
Right.
Oh, no.
Turhan did me like this. close your mouth.
Right.
But we have the one, the only. But before all of that, mom, praise and worship leader, author, actress, you name it. She is the Walmart of the industry.
I love it. She
do
carries it all.
I want my publishing if you use it.
Right.
All right. All right.
No, that's right.
And we have
You got it.
Lady Artima
Our team
Bird,
Yes.
known throughout all of Detroit and all of those that she has done vocals with. That's Tima.
Yes.
Yep. Tima. Hi, everybody.
Tima.
Prophetess
Hey,
Tima.
y'all.
And so,
Hello. Don't go there right at this moment.
But that's a title, honey.
It's there.
That's what you
it's,
walk in.
You
You
know.
can't help it. It's
Amen.
there.
my thing is this. You know what?
That's
We're,
it.
we're real.
You have to be what it is.
We're truthful.
Yeah.
Everything that we are in our accomplishments is because that is.
That's
Exact,
true.
Period. It's the bottom line.
That's
it's the
true.
foundation.
And you can't take
And you
nothing
can't
away
take,
from it.
you know what I'm
That's
saying? To me, like a lot of times, those of us that come from that background but still have operation in it, we've been put. They made us put it in a perspective where we'll make everything else greater than that.
Right.
So either we don't mention it
Yeah.
or we play it down,
Exactly.
Yeah.
ignoring it. When at the end of the day,
It's the
if it wasn't
foundation.
for that,
It's
See?
the foundation.
you could.
It's the light of you. You can't hide that.
I tell
That's right.
I tell
That's right.
musicians, singers, and all that all the time. I don't. It's not my place to judge any man.
Yeah.
Right.
Say, but the grace of God, there go I.
There go I.
Gone.
Gone.
Forever.
Dude, I'm not a car accident. Like, I'm a pile up on 94.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, but what I'm trying to say is this.
I love
But a lot of times, the more our success becomes, the less we give honor where it is due.
That's true.
And then we want to talk against, downplay, and almost make a mockery out of it. And my thing is, and y'all excuse I'm getting ready to say this, you are who you are and became what you are and have the abilities that you have and the advancement
Yes.
over other people that your same age because of the church. Because the church put up with you before you became this. The church put up with you when you sucked.
Right. You sucked. Oh
Come
my.
on. Because
Oh.
a lot of times
When
that
every
was
time
where
they
you
had to,
try
Real.
find
wait a minute,
yourself. Yep.
you
Real.
touring all over the world, you killing them now.
It's real.
But the church was there when every
Keeping you.
when every other song,
Holding you
when
down.
every other song, you was about to cause the organist
Yeah.
to backslide,
Right.
and
Because
the
they're angry.
choir director doing like this,
Right. While you in
For real.
training.
and they was the one that supported you. Sing, go ahead.
No matter
When
what.
you knew one run,
Right.
It was terrible.
You knew,
and
when
it
you,
was
terrible.
terrible.
when
It
you
was
knew
terrible.
no run. How
When
about
you knew
that?
no run.
Oh my.
When he was going,
Right. Yeah. Key change.
key change.
I'm not about to do that. We are not going to do that again. Oh my
The
God.
church-
That's a joke from last week.
Oh,
You
yeah,
church-
gotta watch the show from last week.
I
The
will,
church
the
put
key,
up-
But I know about the key change.
You
Yeah.
go. Okay, just leave it right there.
Know about
We
the
gonna
key
For those that
change.
don't know what the key change is, the key change starts here. When a person starts singing a song,
Yeah.
and you hear the organist do this.
Trying to find you.
And they get you there like, and then you go, and they go, and then you see the organist do this.
And stop. I don't know what you want.
I don't know what you want.
Where are you going? I can't follow you. We are not about to do this again.
With the-
How are we going east and west at the same time?
And he just says, I'm not going to do it.
Oh my
He said
God.
What you're not going to see, this is what I love.
Alex, don't
This is what I love
start
about
with
Detroit.
Alex.
What Detroit musicians going to let you know is
Powerful.
what you're not going to do
Is embarrassing.
is have the people thinking that
It's
it's
me.
my fault
It's
that you
me.
suck.
All right,
Exactly.
you better
Yes,
come
that's
on.
true.
I'm going to
But
take
see,
my
that's
hands
it.
off this
Honey.
so
like you-
everybody knows it ain't me.
It
It's
ain't
not me.
But that's what you were saying.
Yeah, and then
The
you
church
have
back
then
to
you
work
have
in-
people
in
that
your
can
mess
really
like that.
sing, anointed and all that stuff. But one thing about people that are anointed and that operate in different gifts, everything we do, we perfectionists at.
Sure.
And most of us, and I know y'all too, but most of us, God has had to sanctify our facial reactions because we had to learn poker face,
Oh yeah. Oh
Still
yeah.
working.
and some of us he had to work on our faces and our mouths. I'm still yet in deliverance on the latter. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, I'm still in deliverance for both.
because
Help us
somebody
all.
was in the booth singing, and this one does me like this. Don't she hear herself?
Oh my God.
Who said that?
You did.
You don't know yourself?
And I said,
Obviously not.
and I said, Tima.
You like who
I said, Tima,
you?
go. I said, Tima, go in there and give and lay the note for her. Tima was like, I'm not going in there. That's a hot mess.
I'm not going in there.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Tima, you did that.
Oh.
Shame on you. Oh,
If he said I did it, I probably did.
Girl.
I don't.
If I
you
start-
hurt people's feelings from
No,
a,
she didn't hear me, but
from a distance.
See,
Yeah.
that's why anytime I had to go in the booth,
It's
there's certain
alright.
people that I look at immediately.
Right.
Turhan.
Oh my
oh,
goodness.
that.
I'm gonna look at because
T
what
don't
y'all
play
niggas,
though.
what
T
y'all
don't
not gonna do is
play.
be an adult tearing me to shreds.
But no, so T don't play though. Like if you crazy and off, he will stop.
He sure will.
Yeah, he will.
cut the
He'll
track
turn his
off.
keys off.
He'll cut
Yeah.
the track
I mean,
off.
not the keys, but the boards off.
Yeah.
He'll look at
You need to go home and try that again next
you.
week.
You need to study.
This is the music
Study.
lounge.
This is
Study to
me.
show
You
thyself.
You have homework.
Approved. No,
Yeah.
but see, where's that Melodyne at? See, that's what.
Ooh.
Key change.
See, this was last week's show. And
Okay.
I'm,
Melodyne.
you know,
I let her hear.
I do
He taught me
not
a lesson.
like
No, listen.
Melodyne.
I let her hear
he told me
a
a lesson,
international singer
so I didn't know nothing about it.
that
Oh,
went to church and sung.
got it.
And when they, by the time, every time they got 3 bars,
See, no,
they would change keys.
please don't.
You
Don't
know,
say nothing
you know
else.
the problem. You know what it is when you finish singing a song and you just say,
He
"I'm
just
sorry."
exposed this person. Lord, have mercy.
They didn't know. I thought they did,
Yeah, I didn't.
and they had bought tickets to the show,
You
and they came in here hot as fish grease last week.
like you out here lying.
Like you out here lying. What did Rance Allen and them say? You've been lying on the truth. And so I had to sit here and have a technical lesson and lecture.
mainly.
What is Antares?
Yes,
What is pitch correct? What is
Exactly.
Melodyne?
yes,
Wow.
yes.
And she's
Okay.
telling me something. So these folks are just out here lying.
Yes,
Now, see,
honey.
I understand support.
Yeah.
You know, help
Right.
tweaking, but not a whole language. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just gave me you just changed your software, just in front of the mic, whole thing just switched on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it transformed
Yes.
into a completely different sounding person.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
find out a
Yeah.
person is a real singer
Yeah.
and can sing for real,
Mhm.
they hate me. Because I'm not, no, you're going to get it staying there until you get it right.
Exactly.
But see, I appreciate that.
Me too.
And I am that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember Turhan was recording me with the what's the other thing called? Auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
Yes.
And I
no
was like,
auto-tune.
dog, what
Yeah.
is that? And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, it's auto-tune. I said, listen, let me just get it.
Yeah, let me get it.
Turn that off. Like
Right,
that is
yeah.
that's messing with me. And he was like, well, all right then. And then I got it.
Because we're not doing
Because
that.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that one. Mm-mm.
So yeah.
You're not going to make me, I'm not going to be a liar here.
I can't. You ain't gonna make me out to be no lie. Ain't the what you ain't gonna make me out to be no lie.
Hey. Welcome to the show.
It's about lying. Now it's about lying.
Now it's about lying.
We got
Oh
to
my
tell the truth.
The concept,
That's-
Tima, of the Music Lounge is,
This is part 2 of the show from last week, by
yes,
the way.
you've been lying on the truth.
That's good.
High five.
High five.
Uh.
Yes, uh-huh.
So,
And to you too, love.
Thank you.
Absolutely, indeed.
so I think that with the Music Lounge is that how, from whatever perspective, be it spiritual, be it laughter, be it explanation, we bring different artists, musicians. A lot of our family and friends have been on the show, Kern and a lot of different ones, because there's a lot of people out here of all ages
Yeah.
Yes.
that desire to be in the music industry as a form of expression, and
Yeah.
many of them because it's a dream.
Right.
Yeah.
But they find out once you get in it this is not what I signed up for,
Right.
because it's polar opposite. A lot of us have been blessed, but we had to go through that crazy areas where we weren't treated right,
Yes.
where we were overworked and underpaid, where we weren't paid at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free gigs.
You know, all that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
A lot of us had to learn the business by trial and error,
Yep.
and a lot of people didn't come out learning by trial and error successfully.
Yes.
Trial and error derailed their situation, and they were never able to
Get back.
achieve.
Yeah.
There are very few that are blessed to have been able to survive that, and so a lot of people can't get to our team of Bird. They can't just call Turhan or call a Kern, a Park Stewart, a Lillian Lloyd.
Yes.
They can't just call them and get information to learn how to navigate. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if they met them in passing, there's certain levels of conversation that we're not gonna have with you because we're
You don't have the
We're
relationship.
not at, yeah.
right.
Exactly.
But what has happened is, because of that, there's been such a destruction and a taking advantage of people in this industry
That's true.
because they don't have the information. Somebody said, "Well, you can you tell them read this, read that, da, da, da." I said, this, basically what you're saying is because what they thought they said was, how can I say this without being arrogant? What they thought they said was enlightening, and that it was revelation. I said, let me give it to you what I just heard you say. You said they got the internet, they got libraries, they got books with all this information in it. They have access to it just like the rest of us did. Yes, they have access to it.
Right. But how are they going to interpret it?
Bam.
Yep.
If I said, and I told him, said, for example, if you don't know the difference between baking soda
And baking powder.
and baking powder,
You just look at the baking.
and they look the
We'll put it in
same,
there together.
or
This
the
is
fact
white.
it's
This
just
is
white
white.
powder.
This ain't bacon.
Right.
This ain't.
I said, I said you
That's
can
it.
have. I said you can have all of the
Yeah.
right ingredients on the table.
Yes.
I said, but the perfection of the cake is not in the ingredients. It's on the culmination and the mixture of those ingredients when brought together. How much to use of what?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When to use it?
Absolutely.
When do you
How
put this
long?
in?
Ah,
How
yeah,
long
yeah,
do you?
yeah.
I said.
Yep.
So what you just basically said is, I'm gonna give you all this knowledge,
And
but
you
I'm not
figure
gonna
it
tell
out.
you
I'm not gonna
nothing.
give you the recipe.
Tell you.
But I'm not gonna give you the recipe.
Yeah.
Directions, instructions,
Yeah.
all that.
And that's where there's a disconnect.
I love it. You just
Because
summed it up in a nutshell.
you know what I'm saying, that's where there's a disconnect. So Lord allowed us to create the music lounge because one thing, I don't care if it's gospel, if it's R&B, if it's polka, the business of music is still the same.
Right.
Yes, business is business.
Business is business. There's a difference between the music business and the business of music.
Yes. Love.
And then there's a third element, music as a business. That's a
Love that.
different dynamic.
Yeah. Different categories.
Different categories that have different end results that have to be played differently.
Differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the basics,
You can't play on no ground up.
On no ground.
you know, and it's hard being the type of artist that most of us are because we're not cookie cutter. Tima, coming into the type of environment that we work in consistently, what was the hardest or what was the most painful lesson learned for you when it came to what I dreamed and imagined this to be and the vision that I have for music coupled with my gift side that is a part of the assignment of my life when I find out that this ain't that and from Jesus' name to the back of the club they doing business the same.
Yeah.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah.
You just mollywopping me over the head with a communion cup
Right. Versus
And they
a
just-
wine glass.
with a wine glass.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
business is the
Or
same.
a shot glass.
Right.
Or a full bone champagne.
Bam!
Same thing.
And then how do you
Wow.
keep your passion to not become
Pimped.
and then to become somebody else's vision
Ooh.
of what your artistry needs to be? Because well, we ain't gonna win if you do that. You need to do it like this one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the hardest thing for you to have to accept in your own mind that made you make the decision? I'm gonna be Tima every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to become an imitator of this one.
Yeah.
Just so I can. First, I'd like to thank God and my parents.
Giving out the guy who's the head of my life.
Yeah.
Like where was that
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting on that moment though.
Okay.
I'd like to give
It's
honor.
still coming.
Thank everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
When
I'm
Tima
saying,
wins her
but
Grammy,
She'll
I'll be the
walk
one
it up.
shouting.
Yeah.
I'm talking about full hardcore bump
In the middle of the aisle.
in the middle of the aisle.
Going in.
going in. They're gonna be like,
Man,
would y'all get
Thank
the-
This wasn't the gospel category,
Right.
was it? This was
Nope.
This was R&B.
God is love.
Right.
Yeah.
Give her
Yeah,
praise.
because we going in.
Give her praise. No matter what.
Going. But I
I
think
love
for me the hardest thing just being that I started this thing when I was 17.
Right.
I was in a group, some friends of mine, all around the same age, and we got to Atlanta, and we had a manager, and we were working with the guys that were with what was his name? He married Janet Jackson. Help me, Jesus.
Oh, Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri. Oh,
So
forgive me
Def.
for not remembering
Oh, that's all
Jermaine
right.
Dupri.
We here to help you, honey.
Props up to
Come
Big
on,
Bro.
So Def.
Dupri.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
So it was So Def. It was his people. You know, we never
Right.
met Jermaine himself, but
Okay.
that was the first time I experienced that, which you're speaking of in specific about being a certain type of way,
Right.
being directed on
Yeah.
exactly how to sing and what to sing and how to sing one note. But I gleaned it all. I loved it
Yeah.
because even though in that moment I couldn't really express myself the way I felt I wanted to express the song, because we did write the song,
Okay.
but they were telling us how to sing our song, and we were like,
How you gonna
Like,
tell
that's
me
not
how to
I'm
sing?
supposed to go.
yeah.
Because
I don't know that way.
we know what you're trying to convey, but you sound like Sunday morning.
So they trying to get us to have a certain sound. I get it.
change your genre.
So you know what? I'm with it.
Okay.
That was me at that time. But my mama put a kibosh on that. Said you 17, you bring your tail home,
Go
home,
And get somewhere and sat it.
and told me if you ain't on the bus, if I gotta come down there and get you. I was like, dang, I was
And I'm
down
gonna whoop
there.
you all the way home.
I was down there for about 3-4 months.
Wow.
This
So you
was
just
my-
Turn
took
up.
off like you
This
just
was my senior year in high school.
Turn up.
you escaped? Like what happened? How did that
left.
even work? You just
I left. We were going.
So yeah, so we're gonna back up
I left.
all the way. We need to hear this.
We were
juice.
going down there to. I had told my mother that we were going to just, do a song. She wasn't into the details and stuff like that.
Right.
She was just like, okay, she sings.
You've been lying on the truth. Continue.
I've been lying. That's what this show is
This show is
about.
about
You've
lying.
been lying on the truth. So yeah, I lied. I didn't lie.
No.
I just played it down.
But that's a
That's a
oxymoron.
lie.
They're lying
That's
on
a
the
lie.
truth.
Wow.
I told the truth. I told the truth.
But I lied.
But I lied
On the
in the
truth.
way I told the truth.
Right? Yeah. So
That's a mess.
I
That's
did.
already a mess.
So I didn't tell her that my plan was not to come back right away. She thought I was going for the weekend or something.
Lying
So
on the truth.
and every week I would just be like, "Well, we working on this, Mama. We working on that, and we doing this, and we doing that." And she's like, well, "What are you doing for money?" I had done Ann Nesby's nails, and I had hung out.
You
And
had
then
bits.
I was
You had bits.
hustling.
Hustling.
Okay.
17.
Yep.
Wow.
A couple of the girls, found hustles,
Right.
but we were
The
working.
GC,
So how many of it you and
Magic City, Nikki. Continue.
I wasn't gonna
That's
say all
praise
that.
dancing. Go
As
ahead.
you can see, I'm a little thicker than the average pole strider.
Right,
So I had to
we're not
find
doing that.
something else to do. I was not gonna do that.
It's not my career.
That's my nigga.
I can't do that now.
I can't do that. Let alone hold myself on the Western Mother story.
The skill. Like, I don't have the skill.
The skill set was not there.
It
Now
wasn't
you want me to do your
established.
nails? It's okay.
I
You
got
want me
you.
to pour your drink?
Yeah.
I can do that.
I know how to do that.
Don't ask me to get up there. You want me to sing? I'll sing. But don't ask me to get up there and do that, honey.
Yeah, we're not doing
We're not doing that.
Do you know who my mama is?
You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So,
And she will find
exactly.
me swinging.
And she will find me. She will feel me swinging and be like,
Right. All the way in Michigan.
all the way to Michigan.
No,
My
and she
baby
and
on
wait a
the
minute,
phone.
no. She driving from Detroit all the way to Atlanta. Speaking in tongues the
Right.
whole way.
That go boom.
Speaking in tongues the whole way.
Ready to go.
And God always remember.
That's-
Got it on repeat.
That's Charlene. All right.
Woo!
That's
I
Charlene
gotta meet
right
her.
there.
I gotta
Oh my
meet your
God.
mama.
You would love my mama.
Oh.
She's so funny. She crazy. But
Uh,
that was the story there.
Okay.
So I had, after being there for several months, working, trying to get something going, nothing really came of it. But we were still ready to work.
right.
But my mother was
Hustling.
like, back here, like that's it. That's it. You've been gone long enough, and I know you lying. So get
The
on
truth.
back here. So I came back home and just continued to do things, studio here, work on this there. But I wasn't working on my own stuff at the time. I got married, had some babies and got all full blown ministry. And that's where I found me. That's where
Y'all better be listening.
I found it as a praise and worship leader.
Wow. When you slow down.
Yep, I did.
Now let me ask you this question. When you found you, you found you in that ministry place.
Yep.
What went through your mind when you went to the next studio session and the praise and worship leader and you showed up to express and to reveal you, and they said that's not fine and all, but this ain't you
That's
too
not the
churchy.
sound. Yeah.
So that's where, to me, skill comes in. Because the thing is this. Yeah, I'm a worship leader, but I'm still Tima.
Right.
And I can still write a heck of a hook, boo, and I can still sing one. And if you need me to be, what's the Bible say? Be all things to all men. So if I need to sing like this one over here, I can do it.
Chameleon.
Absolutely.
Become what you need to
Chameleon, and hope that makes
Because the
me
blessing
a
is not going to
chameleon.
cash itself.
Millionaire money.
Chameleonaire. That's what I'm hoping. But
Yes.
absolutely, it's just like I write, because one, if I'm there, I had to grow to this point though,
Right.
because you go through that mode where you kind of struggle back and forth between what we call secular and gospel.
Right.
To me now at this point, it's all music.
Right.
It's
And it
the
all
intent
come-
of the heart.
It's and it all comes from the same place.
It's the intent of the heart and the intention of the thought. You can say 2 scrambled eggs 10 different ways and get 10 different interpretations because the connotation that you put either on it,
Right.
during it, or before or after it
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah. How you relate the message.
You can say,
you relate.
I can say, what do you want for breakfast? And you say, just give me bacon, eggs.
Yeah.
I didn't say time. Or I can look at a woman and say, so what you want for breakfast? But nigga, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Yeah. Different meaning.
Different meaning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all, you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't understand when God gifts you, he said that your gift will make Rehoboth for you. Rehoboth means more than room.
More than wrong.
Rehoboth means it will make provision
Yes.
to provide for the necessities of your life.
Yeah.
Okay? That being said, where a lot of us, like you said, that fight, is because where we come from, we were taught oil and water don't mix.
Right.
We never got the memo that an E flat in gospel is an E flat in jazz.
And an E
Anywhere,
flat in rock,
everywhere.
and
And
an
an
E
E
flat
flat, 'cause an
in
E flat is
wherever
an E
is
flat.
an E flat.
Period.
Right.
That's
We
the
didn't
language.
get that, and so now we get stuck in that place where it's we allowed the, and I'm saying this as in a respectful way, we allowed what Christendom in religion
Yep.
from a political position became in the church. We allowed that to begin to tell us the one thing and put a restriction on us that God never did.
Never.
He
did.
said your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you where the room was going to be.
And he
Right.
didn't say where the room
He didn't say
was
where the room was
be.
going to be.
You better
We
come
allowed
on.
them
right.
to dictate to
That's
us.
right.
No, that ain't a room.
That ain't a
Wow.
room. And it's like, honey,
Does it have a door and closets
It's a
in there? That's a
door.
room.
It's,
and
yeah,
it's a
right.
window. It's a door and a window in this room.
It's a space.
Right. But we
It's a
allowed them
life.
to allow people to put us in a mind where there's room here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My mentality goes to when Mary and Joseph are trying to find us, said, is there any room in the inn?
Yeah.
Nobody would receive them.
Right.
One man said, I don't have a room, but I got a room.
Right. Yeah.
It's not the room that you would be accustomed to,
I have
Yeah.
this place.
but I have a room.
And it'll suit your needs.
And it'll suit your needs. And that room changed our life.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The space.
Because that room said, there's nothing conventional about me.
Nothing. You can't even figure me out.
Right.
He said, I couldn't be born
expect it.
in a
Yeah.
conventional room, because if I was born in a conventional room, I would have given you the ability to put boundaries on me.
Yeah, to tag me. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Label.
Let me
good
stop, because
stuff.
I'll be the one to preach.
That's
again.
good. You see, I'm going to say burn up. Go
No,
ahead.
no. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it because
Awesome.
Tima be like, where's my phone at? Because I need
love
to
it.
take notes.
Ain't no notes. My thing is, I pull the Bible up. Let's
Right.
sit.
Right.
We can tag
Welcome
team
to
this
the
mug.
music lounge.
We can tag
Yes.
team.
Right.
Okay,
WJZZ.
Cool TV. Yes.
Y'all already know what it is.
We are on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, and Twitter. Please make sure, and YouTube. Please make sure you log on, like, share, and subscribe.
And
Tell
follow
everybody you know.
our team.
Absolutely.
So, like,
Absolutely.
things. So, wait a minute. And I know this is because I'm saying stuff that folks don't have the heart to say. It's one thing when we doing studio sessions, singing whatever, because 9 times out of 10, nobody from our religious background is going to hear it or see it.
True.
But then Sunday you
Hold
had them
on,
like
no.
hashahada, and then me and some of my friends went to go get something to eat, and the band cracks up, and the praise and worship leader
comes out on
Comes
stage.
out. singing Shaka Khan.
Right.
Some people, they don't. It's like I can't sing it in public
Right.
because I don't want nobody to see me. My thing is, if you have to hide what you do, then for you, that's a conviction.
Right.
And it might be something that you
maybe
need not
you
do.
shouldn't do.
Right. Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. There's a reason.
See, but you got to come to a place to where, as far as like back to your question, or where you were going with this, you have to come to a place to where you have to be the fullness of who you are,
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
in doing that, you are becoming the fullness of who God is in you.
Absolutely.
And so for me, the same thing that I do in praise and worship is the same thing I do down at Floods.
Because that's who you are.
That's just who I am.
Exactly.
And we've had times where folks was at the bar like these off some Frankie Beverly.
Right.
Oh, you bet.
Went up.
Honey,
God
Blasting
can.
hands
Ministry
lifted.
Ministry
Put
can
the
happen
drink down.
anywhere
Yes.
somebody is in a place to receive him.
That's so
Exactly.
true.
If your heart is
That
open,
Then
is
you
so
will
again,
true.
it goes back to we've allowed ourselves to be dictated to the only rooms
that we can go
that we can go in.
Exactly. Through religious rhetoric. They try to convince you.
And our thing is not against ministry. It's not against church. It's not against.
She
See,
said rhetoric.
rhetoric. See, this is the music lounge.
I love
we
it.
talk about it for real.
Yes.
That's right.
And
And it's
most
controlling.
and most
It
people
is.
know I
it's
really don't
binding.
care.
It's binding. Yeah.
I don't care if you like me.
Right. And no one's
You're going to
teaching-
have to respect the fact that fact is fact and truth is truth.
It is.
Whether you want to say it, admit it, or not.
Yeah.
God moved me in a position I don't have to worry about if what I say will keep me from preaching on your pulpit.
Yeah. Absolutely. Come on.
It ain't your pulpit I'm supposed to preach on there.
This belongs to God. This is not even yours.
See, God will
love
take those that are open to Him
Absolutely.
and will take them out of controlled chaos
Yep.
Yeah.
and give them a pulpit.
No, you said it. Create.
Absolutely.
And give them a pulpit
Oh my God.
that the created chaos
Uh-huh.
manipulators don't even have access to,
Unconventional.
Yep.
because I don't have a room, but I got a room.
I got a room.
Come on, see.
Come on.
We done with this. Can I go on? I'm about to do what I did last week. Hey, what you gonna say after that?
Oh
say
my
after that?
goodness.
So,
Gonna
Tima,
say after that.
my sister Tima is phenomenal, and she and I, we just kind of just can pick up on each other. We may not get to talk all the time, but she'll call me or I'll call her, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm not doing this with you
I'm not doing this
because
with you.
I have just either said or the vice versa.
Right, exactly.
And
Yeah.
I called her out the blue yesterday, and it wasn't even about the show.
No.
I love it.
I just called and said, "What's up, man? Just calling to check on you, make sure you're good."
Yep. He did.
And I said, "You got an album out. What's going on with it?" She said, "I cut my internet off, and I'm frustrated and I'm ready to quit."
So let's talk about that. What's wrong? What's happening?
You know, just we were discussing just this whole indie artist, journey
Right.
of trying to navigate, how to get your music, how to extend its reach, and how to
Right.
get the best, out of your product. And hopefully, we doing this for the love of it, but we want to see some dividends also.
No, I'm going to see them.
That absolutely we're going to see them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Bible says the
Absolutely.
prophet is worthy of his hire.
I know.
Pay me. I play, you pay. I got that from Big Brother Eric
Just
Bryce.
like that.
That's
Just like that. That's
just
it.
like that. So
Simple.
yeah, so I was expressing my frustration about
Frustration,
things,
yeah,
and he turned around and began to just share some things with me. And it's funny because I had a dream, and in this dream I was talking to a man. I said this had to be an angel that was saying some of the same things that he was telling me. And I was like, okay, well, I need your help.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna tell me, you could have been called me. He said, you the biggest dummy. That's what he said.
The biggest.
That's how we talk to each other. He said, why you ain't called me before now? I said, I don't know. And he
Sometimes
said,
we're
you the
funky.
biggest
I said, "You the
dummy."
biggest dummy."
He said, you the
Sometimes
biggest
we're
dummy.
funky, though.
But my
But
thing,
that's a true brother that can say that to you. You the biggest.
because she know I don't mean it maliciously,
I know.
but you,
It's
Yeah.
just his
what are you
thing.
doing?
Like I'm right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't never changed.
Right.
T ain't never. All of us that work together,
Yes.
ain't none of us changed. If you call us, whether you got a checkbook or an EBT card, you call us. Come on,
Yes.
That's true.
because we
That's true.
believe not just in the music, we believe in the carrier of the gift of the music.
Yes.
Right.
And my thing is this: when God gives you open doors and platforms, it's not to make you grand.
That's true.
It's so that you can open doors for others. First thing that came out of my mind
Holy Ghost.
I said, what are you doing tomorrow at 7? She said, nothing, I'll be at home. I said, no, you're not. You're going to be at WJZZ. I said, because we're going to do a whole hour with you.
Yes. The whole.
Because
Yeah.
I need them to know
Yes.
what we already know.
Yes. She
Yeah.
is a gift. That's
The
what we
biggest
know.
problem that in Detroit
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
is we have been cursed with a crab in a bucket mentality.
Ooh, Shanda Yanduna.
We're supposed to sow into each
That's true.
other.
That's true.
So my thing is, it may not mean something to somebody else, but if I can say, Tima, come on, let's da-da-da-da. And somebody, we have, our listeners are from here all the way to what to Africa,
Yes.
Yeah.
All over Europe.
and all of a sudden and it blesses your house. You don't. You owe me nothing for what?
Yeah.
I did what I'm supposed to do,
Right.
not as a friend, not as a brother, but as the anointed.
Yep.
Anointing begets anointing,
That's true.
and
you were
if
appointed to help her.
exactly,
Yes.
Tima, she said, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Nigga, did I stutter?"
Right. That's what you did with me. You were appointed to help me. Literally. He's just his gifted. Like that. It's
My
like
thing
there's
is-
something in him where he activates people.
Yeah.
And we don't even know we're being activated.
Yeah.
But as long as you connect, you do what you're supposed to do to
Yeah.
connect, obedience,
Yeah.
it takes
Well,
you
that's
somewhere.
because that's the apostolic spirit that's in him.
Sure.
Exactly.
So,
the
you know,
appointed.
Yeah. That's what they do. So
Don't do
the
that.
apostolic.
I will be bumping in there.
That's the apostolic
Come
spirit
on,
in him.
y'all.
That is supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
not just appoint, but activate.
Right.
Exactly.
Supposed to teach, train, build. He sent some apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors, some teachers. For what? For the equipping of the saints.
Of my people.
And I must, we ain't
My
gonna
thing
go there.
is, my
We gotta
thing is like
equip each
Turhan
other.
and I. We fuss and argue like brothers,
It's so funny.
but one thing about Turhan and I, we have a mentality that when we work, if it's a young female artist, if it's someone that we know or that comes in, we feel that it is our responsibility to protect them. You're not going to have to compromise who you are
Yeah.
in your integrity, your womanhood, and
Right.
any of that. You'll never come in our sessions and feel like I'm prey.
Yeah.
Right.
Been violated.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Or I
That
don't
ain't
feel comfortable.
Or I don't feel
here.
that's
Yeah.
not us, and
That's true.
that's our mentality.
Very true.
No woman that has worked with Trifecta or any of us can ever say that we're not protective, and not protective because you might one of our sister, Cherry Black. When I first started working with Cherry, y'all know we work late sometimes. I hadn't even met her husband, Condito, who is my heart now.
Love Candido.
Me too.
But when we would leave the studio, I would make sure she got to her car, and then I would say, hit me and let me know you home. I said, because I need bro, meaning your husband, I need to make sure that you got from my hands
Back to his.
back to his.
Right. Protected. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
call me because I want to holler at you about some.
Right. Something
No,
Right.
when you get home, text me, call me, whatever, because I need to know that I got you
Yeah.
back safe.
That's real.
And from a male point of view,
Yeah.
men that have wives or fiancés or whatever that deal in the music industry, you have to have a different type of mindset.
Right.
My thing was, I knew this even if I had not met him. If he asked her, well, who you texting this time in the morning, and she say, I'm texting Lex to let him know I made it home. He said for me to make sure I let him know that he got me back to you safely.
Yes.
So the first time Condita and I laid these eyes on each other,
Respect.
Respect.
brothers ever since.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Same thing with
Peanut.
Peanut. You follow what I'm saying? I was about to call this government. Sorry.
It's
The
okay.
Same thing with Peanut. You know what I'm saying? It's so they don't worry about if they say I'm going to a studio session. It's 11 o'clock at night.
One,
Where
two.
you going?
sometime.
I'm going up to Mars. Oh, okay.
You get
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
understand.
work because they know character and integrity
Yeah.
reigns here.
Exactly.
That's
Period.
true, though.
Period.
That's true.
right.
That's
and that
what-
can
that-
be said for
and
Turhan and Marcus.
That's the
as
whole.
well.
That's the
point.
whole camp. That's because if we don't protect the sanctity of the music that we do, what spirit do you think is going to envelop it?
Exactly. The
Yeah.
opposite.
The opposite. So that means in how we operate, how we communicate, all of those things have to be done in the spirit in which Christ is. Period.
Yeah.
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 I get hit all the time. Well, how are you supposed to be this and you a four top? Or how are you supposed to be this and you singing about such and such? Let me
I
tell you
bet.
something. I guarantee you, I don't know nobody. on this earth that is lying on the truth. That when you
Lying.
and your special mate, y'all get ready to go whatever,
Y'all get
y'all
there
are
to
not playing
rants.
the Hawkins.
The wine
Oh, I'm
is
going
not
up yonder, all right.
Right.
Y'all ain't got the
They
caravan on
playing Kurt.
repeat.
They ain't playing the caravan. You ain't even playing
I'm gonna
Kurt.
ask the question.
Right.
No, nigga.
No, right. Not
No.
that question.
Not that
No.
question.
No.
Turn off the lights.
Exactly.
Right
This is
there.
what we need.
Right there.
You use what you need.
What I'm saying is, my dad, being who he was, asked me a question. He said, "So what, you putting the church down for the world?" I said, "No, sir." I said, "Dad, let me ask you a question." I said, "How many people do you counsel a year that the reason that their spiritual life is out of whack is because their personal life is out of whack?" He said, "About 80%. I said, "So is it safe to say that there's more to life than he saved me, he delivered me? Lord, I'm sorry. Cover me with the blood,
Oh.
and I'm coming up the rough side of the mountain." I said,
Oh, come on.
I said, "Is it safe to say that?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Life." I said, "So in life," I said, we deal with betrayal. We've dealt with abandonment. We've dealt with falling in
Jealousy,
love.
everything.
We've dealt with all those elements.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said that necessarily in natural things don't have nothing to do with me falling on the altar
Exactly.
or even have anything to do with sin. I said, if I'm living that every day and I'm writing it in its honest and truest form, not derogatory.
Right.
I said, if I'm writing about those things, I said, I don't understand where the sin is.
Exactly.
And my father, and I'm sitting there waiting on Bishop to just like take the front off the fan and throw me in it. This nigga about to cut me up. Brrr, you know, and he'd have held me there. That's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, he done held you there. And
The
while
tack-
the
the
thing
tack-
go,
the tack-
all your teeth flying out
Right.
one by one.
That's what I'm waiting on. And he said, yeah.
The music of the fan.
He said, it's safe to say. He said, you know what?
Oh my God.
He said, so what you're saying to me is, he said, you have a standard.
Exactly.
I said, there's certain things I'm just not going to write about, certain things I'm just not going to say.
Right.
And he said, well, he said, son, I never thought about it like that. He said, I tell you what. He said, I believe if you keep that standard, he said, God will bless you. And he said, and you got my 100% support. When my dad told me that, I could care less what anybody had to say.
You
No,
took
that's
off.
right.
Y'all
right
can
there.
kick rocks.
Right.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
He's working on me.
Yeah.
But you did good. You
That's
did
the
good
truth.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
You did good.
It was-
You said rocks.
Yeah. It was safe.
You know, but my thing is, like, Tima, tell them all about the album. Tell them
Yes.
the names on it, your
I wanna
favorite
hear- I wanna
songs.
hear your story.
Tell them all that.
Okay, well, the name of the single right now is called Walk by Faith, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And the song was birthed actually about, how old is Micah? 14 years ago.
Okay.
So I was pregnant with my daughter.
Right.
And God gave me the song in church. And it was so inspired that when we finished this moment where we just kind of went into this spontaneous worship,
Yeah.
that when we finished, we forgot it. We couldn't remember nothing. I couldn't remember one word I sang. He couldn't remember one chord he played. We were sitting at the piano in a huddle like, what did we do? What did we do? Like,
Wow.
what? Play that
Key
again.
change.
Key change.
See, she's telling her story. We're not talking about anybody else's
Key change, sis. But semi sort of, not really.
Semi sort of, but not kinda. Yeah.
Kind of, right.
It's her story.
So,
Man, I
long
thought you bought
story
tickets.
short, one of the sisters at the church had one of those old, those recorders. They used to have to push play and record at the same time.
Yes.
That would be called the tape recorder.
The tape recorder.
The tape recorder with the handle
Yeah,
on
with
it.
the handle
that
on
you-
it. The black long
that
boy.
Black long.
She had the tan one.
And the
with
record
black-
button was red on the end.
Yep. So she had, and that was
That was
old.
the standard.
That was old for them, but she had it.
But she had.
And she came to church the next time I saw her, and she handed me the tape and said, "You need to listen to this. This is what y'all did the other day. Oh my God, it's awesome." And
Thank
I
God
was
for
just
people
like,
that. Ooh.
so shout out to Sister Marquis.
Yeah.
He
Because
said he
if
always
it
gonna have a, he
wasn't
always gonna have a
for-
witness.
A remnant.
If it wasn't for her, we
Right.
would not have that song. So people just over the years in ministry just been singing it here and there. And I even sang it, a snippet of it one time, in some of my secular gigs. And that's all. People have liked the song. Just
Right.
over the years, have heard me singing it, but I've never had it recorded.
Right.
Wow. Can
So-
you give us a snippet of it?
You want me to sing it?
Do you want me straight
I
on the
do.
floor?
Oh,
I
can
really
sing.
do. I want to
can
see
sing
you
it a little
worship.
bit. So
I think you
it's
need a
just
cleansing
it's simple.
spring.
I haven't
I
sung
didn't
it
buy
in a minute.
tickets.
So
No. No, Alex. Shoot. Our team about to sing. Come
Okay.
on, team. Just
All right,
give
I
us
will.
a little bit.
all right, I will.
Okay.
So let me start it off like this. Lord, I know that you're working. Lord, I know that you're moving. Lord, I know you're working it out for me. I can feel the anointing flowing. I can feel the fresh wind blowing. Lord, I know you're working it out for me. Oh, Lord,
Yes.
I can feel
I can.
a new day dawning.
Uh-huh.
I can feel your hand changing me.
Yes.
Lord, I know you're working it out for me. Oh, yeah. I can feel it.
Uh-huh.
I can hear it. I can see it, because I'm seeing in the spirit. Lord, I know you're working it out for me.
Yeah.
That's
See?
what you call
Oh my gosh.
anointing. That's also what you call skill.
Oh,
I need everybody
everybody.
to get on every
Platform. Share.
download that song and send it to somebody. Our team of Bird has been our guest. This is the Music Lounge on WJZZ.
Cool TV.
God bless y'all. We see y'all
Bless
next
you.
week.
Y'all did that
Oh
so good.
my
Thank you.
gosh.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
No, we're not just gonna leave like that. I'm still brewing. This is still moving. Yes, that's exactly what's happening right now in my life. That was so perfect.
Oh,
for
you
where
gotta
I
get it.
am.
You gotta
I'm
hear the
gonna get it
whole
right
thing.
now.
Because that song
Oh,
is my quarantine song.
is it on Apple Music?
Yep.
It's called working it out for me.
It's called Walk by Faith, because I didn't
Walk
get
by
to the
Faith.
big part. Well, it builds. The song is like 3 songs in one, but it's called Walk by Faith, I believe.
Oh,
I will walk by faith.
this is amazing. I am
We still
so
live.
honored.
Oh, are we?
yes.
Even when I can't.